episode 580. Thank you all for listening to episode 579, The Trebek Wars 7, Part 2. I am reigning, defending, undisputed Jeopardy Trebek Wars Tag Team Champions of the World. Gray. Here with my co-host. What?
With his co-host, the other tag team champion of the world, in actual dominating fashion. It's a little embarrassing. I'm a little embarrassed. Dominating fashion, the one, the only, Bear.
What?
What?
Remember that score? What?
269 to,
What?
Was it 0?
It was 0.
It was 0, right? Yeah.
What? 0.
What?
Goose egg. Nothing.
0.
Nada. They sucked. Poor Shiv had to kind of run it himself, though, on that last one. I kind of felt for him.
Yeah, pretty much. I did feel bad.
For about 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's true.
And then I quickly got over it because I don't give a fuck.
Same. I think he was just okay after that. He wasn't down for too long.
No, he wasn't. But it's gonna be a good week. We got a lot going on. I'm back from Florida before I head to Cleveland this week. So this is a kind of intermission in between my stuff of what's happening. We actually didn't record last week.
No, we didn't. What's Cleveland?
Stones.
Oh, nice.
El Rolling Stone.
Median age 82.
8,000.
Yeah. Maybe I missed a couple of zeros. Good call.
Don't forget, for every cigarette you smoke, it adds a minute to Keith Richards' life.
And takes one away from yours. Just remember that.
Yeah, just remember that, kids.
Keith
just
Richards,
adds to Keith Richards.
He will outlive all of us. That is a fact. Somehow, some way, that motherfucker will outlive all of us.
Fact. Facts and more facts. We're on Tuesdays, so I forget NXT's on Tuesdays. I actually have to watch this now because it's gotten really good. So I'm going to turn NXT on.
I've heard that it's good. I am watching Raw after Royal Rumble 98 right now.
I got to turn this shit down.
Just because I had Raw on and it was playing as I was downstairs eating dinner. So,
damn, they are going wild on NXT. This is nutty.
Where is NXT at? It's got to be close, isn't it?
NXT's I think it's in Orlando at the Performance Center.
Oh, they're always in Orlando? Okay.
Yeah.
They traveled. They must only just travel on the pay-per-view stuff.
Yeah. When they do TakeOver.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, because I was in Toledo last night again.
Raw is Kode.
Yeah. The only one that was there for the first time. Seems like we're always all there. And I was on the road. You just got off the road, so it was only Kode, who was living the sweet life last night at Raw's.
The sweet life of Kode.
Just Kode. Yeah, well, Kode and Kode Jr.
That's what I'm gonna. They had that show, The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. That's gonna be the name of this episode, The Sweet Life of Kode. SUITE.
There you go.
Just like the show.
That's perfect.
The Sweet Life of Kode
and Kode Jr.
The Sweet Life of Kode and Kode Jr. So, thank you, Wes Anderson, for moments of time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter or X and Instagram at Songs by Wes. Thank you to All Wear Clothing. Visit allwearclothing.com, mention Overlap Podcast, and Brandon will hook you up with that deal. Thanks to Crandall's Quality Landscaping. Give Sean a call, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding areas and not
Pinehurst, North Carolina.
North Kakalaki. Thank you, Sean. Thank you to Sparty Steve. Thank you to Paper Denim Art. Go to Facebook, check out Paper Denim Art, and tell Danny what you're interested in, and she's going to hook you up with that deal. Thank you to Gray Key Merch, and last but not least, Connell Barrett at datingtransformation.com.
And make sure you get to datingtransformation.com and get that free consultation when you mention Over the Line Podcast. And in the meantime, get to Amazon.com and buy Connell's book, Dating Sucks. But you don't.
Because nobody sucks.
Only
goddamn right.
Follows.
Yeah, I heard, I was looking at the Toledo Walleye page and they said people started a Baller chant. Baller. Beller, Beller, you suck and swallow.
Nice.
I'm
Good for
like,
the Toledo fans. I love it.
yeah, they didn't seem that hyped last night. I'm like, man, if it was fucking hockey, they wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I didn't I actually didn't watch last night. I probably should have, but I was actually was watching Tires on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen that.
Mm.
You know Shane Gillis, the comedian? Yeah, he writes that or co-writes that show and he stars in it. There's only 6 episodes and they're like 22 minutes apiece. So literally it'll take you an hour and a half to watch. If you are into dumbass comedy, it's hilarious. And I had some
Well, I'm
big,
into dumbass comedy.
yeah, you will like it. I had some pretty big belly laughs. Not all of them. I mean, some of it you can just tell it's kind of new. Some of it's just a little like awkward comedy. But oh man, there was some shit that I just was losing. I had to stop and rewind to watch it again because I think I laughed through like the next minute of shit.
Well, there's a new show out now also that's on Hulu only. FX presents Clipped, which I want to watch with Ed O'Neill about John Sterling, who used to own the Clippers.
Oh,
He
okay.
plays Sterling. I don't know if you saw the
Really? No,
previews for
I
that.
haven't even heard it.
And I think it's Lawrence Fishburne is Doc Rivers.
Nice.
So yeah, it's been, dude, I see previews for it all the time, but I have Hulu as well, so that's probably why. And I started watching the first episode. It was really good. We were in Florida for this past week, which by the way, um have you been to Universal in a long time or
Um,
ever?
never.
Never?
I've never been
That's
to
it.
Orlando, actually, funny enough.
Really?
Yep, never.
So um what was wild was I took the team to went from Alabama, which that show was could have been better, but it was still good. I mean, it rained all day, but we still did our job, so that's what matters. And went to Orlando from there, got in Saturday, and just had a good time. And or got in Sunday, excuse me, had a good time, loved it. We on Monday we just relaxed, kind of chilled around the house, and the house was dope as shit. We had everything you could think of, had 10 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, had a pool, a hot tub, two outside seating areas. It was on a resort, so we had a resort that had a lazy river and all that shit, and a pool, and just a good time, a bar at it. It was pretty sweet.
Nice.
And Monday night we play poker, right? So we had 8 guys playing poker,
Okay.
had $20 buy-in, and you could rebuy as many times you wanted. 50 cent small blind, dollar big blind. And Parrot was cleaning house, dude. Like he was fucking people up. He got shiv out like 2 or 3 times. And so it came to the point where they would rebuy because nobody else had cash. So they'd rebuy. He just set his phone on the table and they'd Venmo him and he'd hand him a 20.
That is awesome.
I was like, that's awesome. And then I played the banker and just would put the money right into the case. And we kept doing that. And I went all in on something and lost. And just it was a bad beat. And then came through and I rebought and I just kept playing and I was like, all right, we'll see what we can do. And we get to what I went out on. I remember what I went out on. It was Parrot and like so I open up my cards and I'm like 3 queen. I'm like, all right, I'll see the flop. I'm the big blind. And I'm like, when you're playing for 50 cents a dollar, I'll bet it every time, just
Yeah.
to stay in. And so I'm in, and then the board shows up and it's 3 king 3. I'm like, trip threes, looking solid.
Hmm.
Go to Parrot, bets $15. I'm like, what the fuck? Or he didn't bet 15. The next guy did. He's like $15. Next guy, all in call. I'm like, the fuck is going on? Next guy calls. I'm like, the fuck is happening? And I'm like, I guess I'm gonna call. I'm like, does somebody have pocket kings? Like, what is
Right.
happening? They flop a boat. Like, what the fuck's going on? And so I'm like, all right, we'll see what happens. And then Parrot calls. And I'm like, whatever. So we go through and, no more bets happen. We just kind of check our way through. And I'm like, all right, I got trip threes and king queen. I'm like, all right. So people flip, they have bullshit, 2 pair, whatever.
Right.
And then Shiv has trip threes, but king nine. So I'm like, king queen. I'm like, fuck yes, it's me. Time to rake, baby. And Parrot just leans over and he goes, what about 5 diamonds? And I'm like, fuck. He rivered a diamond to get
Uh,
5 diamonds. He turned and rivered 2 diamonds.
uh,
Like,
it's so
so he stayed in on stupid shit. He wins, and I'm like, fuck. So, I rebuy, get back in, ended up getting a lot of money back from him, and I ended up $60 in poker. So then we turn around and I was like, we talked about blackjack. I'm like, I'll be the house. I'll always play the house in blackjack. So we start playing $10 buy-in, do whatever. I'm like, you guys can bet whatever you want. Don't give a fuck. And they rebought a couple times. I cleaned everybody out to nothing.
yeah, that's
It's a big
well,
risk, dude. I went down in the beginning. I was down $40. And then
it
I came
is.
back and
It
turned
is,
around.
but yeah, no, the house always wins in
That
blackjack.
was what
Always did.
exactly what I said. I'm like, dude, why do you think casinos are in business? I'll play the house all the time. And it works out for everybody. Like anybody can be willing to play the house. It's just how you play, because it's individual game. So I'm like, as long as you can beat the dealer or the house, you're in good shape.
Yeah. Well, and two, I mean, while you have the advantage, you really don't because you have to play certain things. I mean, you have to. You have to hit on, well, it depends. I mean, depends, right? Some place will do, you have to hit on soft 17, blah, 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 all that shit. But yeah, I mean, that's a tough one to take there, but yeah, so it was a smart play. That's for sure. I don't know if I would have played on the other side of the table in a house game, in a house blackjack game.
Well, it's fun to do it, but if you're playing with guys that don't know what they're doing and don't give a shit and don't understand the concept, then it kind of fucks people up.
Yeah, I played we were when we were in Hocking Hills earlier this year, we weren't playing for money. We were just joking, people were in bed. It was just me, Nate, his wife, and my wife. And I was like, oh, I'll just be the dealer. So I'm just, we're just playing for fun. And every single time Nate had, we're just playing with chips or whatever, just for fun. Every single time he would have a good hand, 18, 19, whatever, and I'd have like 8-5. I'd rip a seven. Every single and I was drunk, so I just couldn't stop laughing. So anytime we talk about it now, that's all he talks about. Because we'll talk. I'm like, "Do you want me to be the dealer if we play?" He goes, "Never, never, ever." It was
Never. You
absolutely
fuck
hilarious.
right off,
But
buddy.
I would laugh every time because I mean, I just had the stupidest. I'd get 15 and pull a four, and he'd have like 17. It was just the funniest thing in the world. And I'm like, this is why the casinos win so much money for this reason.
Yeah, it's exactly it. Casinos, you just look at a casino. Casinos are there. Why? Because they win.
Yeah, they wouldn't be there if they weren't making money. They would not.
Yeah, and that's just how it goes. So the $60
Speaking of that, did
just
I send you my win last night? Did I text you this morning?
mm,
Oh, I hit 2 grand on a DraftKings showdown for hockey last night. Yeah, ended up winning it. $5 single entry out of 4,500 people, and I hit for 2K.
you won.
Yeah, I won it. And I mean, because I was looking at it and I had $8. I was whatever, I was in 300th place or some shit after the second intermission when it was 1-1. I fell asleep at intermission. And I woke up this morning, normally if I'm close, that'll be the first thing I check to see if I hit. Woke up this morning, got ready, all that stuff. About to leave the hotel, go to work, check the phone. I was like, 2 grand. I was like, what the fuck? And I look and I was like, oh shit, I won the hot because I totally forgot. I'm like, oh, I don't think I put a big parlay in last night.
You're like, was I drinking last night?
And I wasn't either. I didn't even drink last night. So I was like, damn, that's sweet. Because the first game I played $5 on it and I won 15. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, and I've been doing decent in DraftKings hockey, just the showdowns for the playoffs.
Right.
So I've just been playing that, and I've just been playing $5 each time. So did it last night and ended up waking up. So I had Evan Rodriguez scored 2 goals in the third period last night, which propelled me up there.
Gotta love that.
Yeah. So I was like, well, that's sweet.
You're like, well, and I'm retired.
Yeah, not quite, not quite. The 2K is nice. Don't get me wrong. I've been doing well, but I mean, I just normally bet my same units. I'm either betting $5 on parlays, $10 on singles, throw in whatever, 5, 6 bets a night. Usually try to come out on top. And I've been doing better recently, but when I do that, it definitely helps the account. So maybe I'll go in $10 and $20 spurts and up it a little bit, but I haven't decided yet. I feel like once you get off your unit you're on, no matter what, it'll fuck you.
Oh, 100%.
It'll
And
fuck.
and that's usually what happens. And we had I played in that Savage golf outing yesterday, and I
Where's
haven't
that
played
at?
Stone Oak.
Nice.
And
Yeah, that's the one.
what's that?
I said, yeah, that's the one you always play at. Yep, where you win all the cool shit.
Yeah, because I haven't won. I didn't win this year. First time I haven't won in a while. But the gift was a rocker chair, like one of the outside
Those
camping
are the
chairs that are
best.
rockers.
Yeah, those are the best.
That was the gift.
You
And
already you already won.
yeah, one year we got golf shoes. Like we get the coolest shit. And first I was a little worried because I haven't played in 10 months. Come out, and it's me and three guys over 65. So 175, 177, and the other 66. And I love playing with them because it's good networking and I learn a lot and they're just fascinated by the shit I do and my age and they just call me boomer because I just, I'm like, why am I even driving? Like you guys are gonna just, outdrive me because
Right,
you
you're
play
all
for the
playing for
senior
the
tees.
tees anyways.
So first drive right down the pipe, 265. I'm like, all right, good start. I was like, this is a good one. Get to the next hole, 280. I'm like, eating up. And then we get down to one and fucking bombed it, 301. I was like, but we could not, like I screwed us basically because we'd be in between clubs.
Yeah.
So when I hit that 301 shot, we're 50 in. I'm like, fuck. And they're like, oh, what are you gonna hit? I'm like, I gotta hit like a 3/4 lob wedge and hope. And the
Right.
greens were tough, dude. The pin placements were so tough. And I hit some great shots and I hit a beautiful, beautiful 9-iron shot from they were just laughing because it was like I was 170 away and hit a 9-iron, and they're like, wait, what? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, what are you hitting? I'm like, a nine. And they're like, a nine? I'm
You're
like,
like, I'm
yeah.
hitting a five.
And they're like, what? And then like when we were 200 yards out and we had a little bit of wind coming at us, they're like, what are you hitting here? I'm like, five. And they're like, yeah, I have nothing in the bag to get us there. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna grip and rip and hope, and you guys will get it up there because it's par five. So it was a ton of fun, had a blast. And I was just happy I was hitting it. And then, towards the end, I started getting erratic with the shots. Back was starting to hurt. And I was like, I would start power fading again. And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to kill it.
Yep.
Because, I went to the range a couple of weeks ago and I just really slowed down my backswing so I could come through square. And it was hitting really good. And then a couple times I was coming through too fast, I was just home run to left, you know. So I started lining up on the right side so that if I did do that, I'd be on the left side. And but yeah, I had some good ones, and I was very happy with them. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll take it. I was
Nice.
like, this is a good day, and we did all right. Savage McVicker ended up beating us, which is the other insurance company.
That's the one in Maumee, isn't it?
Yeah, they do all my insurance for my company, my business insurance for Gray Key, for capabilities, for me personally. They're
Nice.
just good people. So, and they ended up winning. They were 13 under. We were 2 or 3 under. We didn't do great. And it was par as your friend, and we were fucked because like in the beginning we just couldn't. We had to chip into par. Or it was over.
Right.
Or chip in for birdie, or it
Birdie. Yeah.
was yeah, and or you pick it up. So we're like, shit. So that's the tough part of playing with a bunch of guys that are, older and just go out to golf, and play bogey golf. So that's the tough part. But we had several opportunities. Wayne rimmed out at least four.
Ooh, that's rough. That's the shitty part is that when you're close on it and I mean, when you're rimming those, I'm assuming Wayne was probably your last guy hitting, would be my guess. So yeah, I mean, when you got three already in, you got nothing to lose on the fourth one. But when you're rimming them, that's the shitty part.
Yeah, he would usually putt first or second, and
Really?
then he'd rim it. Yeah, Wayno. And we're like, shit, because usually I was cleaning up everything. And I'm like, God. But at the end, I told him we're standing in front of the sandbox. And I'm like, hey, Wayne, don't put it in the sand. Right in the sand. We had 200 green, so I didn't care. And then Wayne's like, "Oh, you talked me into the sand." And
So
then
you
I
never,
said,
so you never say that.
I said, hey, Wayne, make this putt. Just sinks it. I'm like, see, good way to end it. And he's like, I'm just so sick of carrying this team, you know,
Very.
which Wayne is Sparty Steve's dad. So
Oh, really?
just
I don't think I knew that. I mean, you've
yeah,
talked about Wayne before, but I don't think you've ever told me that that's his dad.
yeah, Wayne is Sparty Steve's dad, and
Oh,
he
nice.
always has me out every year, and I'm very, very grateful and fortunate to be out there, and that he sees me highly professionally, you know, because it's a bunch of big time professionals
Right.
out there, and you know that means a lot to me. And it's a good charity. I think we raised 900 grand, so from this golf outing, which is just absolutely insane, and gave away how much did they give away yesterday? They gave away a shitload. Um, or not 900 grand. I'm sorry. They
90?
were 90 grand. Was it? Yeah, we raised 90 grand yesterday, and which puts us at like 1.7 million
Nice.
raised over 20 something years. Sorry. And
That's
um
okay.
and they gave away 60,000 to charities.
What
Like it
do
was pretty
they, what do they, do they give it away to multiple charities? Is it,
yeah,
what do they,
there were
okay,
five charities, different local charities doing, you know, different things in the community, and
good.
they were very good charities. One was like luggage for foster kids that are like just new, you know, brand new luggage that are moving all over, and gave them this. And then another one was like helping young men that don't have fathers, you know, have a
Mhm.
father support, which was pretty neat. And I was like, man, this is just some cool charities, and it's just well put on by Savage and their foundation, and it was really neat, really cool to see, and really happy to be a part of it and just see that happen. And then, you know, we got a golf outing coming up. I know you're gone, but you know, we have our youth foundation one coming up in August, and you know, that's going to be a fun weekend and raise some money for the youth foundation, and keep the youth playing, because Grayson just started tennis tonight, and he seemed to like it. He's like, they put me in the beginner group. I'm like, you've never swung a racket outside of
Like
killing bees.
you are a beginner.
Like the only time you swung a racket's to kill bees. Like that doesn't count. He's like, I played on the Wii, or not on the Wii, on the Switch. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah. Kids these days.
they just want to be superstars. I'm like, it doesn't work that way. But you know, Barrett and I figured out while we were on the road that we have a festival in October, so we're gonna go to Dega that Sunday. It's an hour and a half away from the show we're at. Like we confirmed it, and we're like, bro, we're going.
Yeah,
Like I
that'll be
always wanted to go to Talladega. I'm like, and it's the playoffs. I'm like, playoffs? I'm
hmm.
going.
Yeah, that will be sweet.
Oh, I know. So I'm like, Bear's got to find a way to get out of work and come work a festival. And
Now, if anything, I would go down there to work and just meet you guys there. That would be the only
oh,
way.
you could work down there, right?
Yes, our plant's like 2 miles away from the track. Yeah.
Really?
Yep, that would be the
Um,
only way.
I think we need to make that happen.
Well, we're gonna have to see what weekend is it.
October 4th, I think, is the race,
The sixth.
or the 6th.
That will not happen. I will guarantee that because I will be in Gatlinburg on my honeymoon. That is a fact. So I will not be there.
Um,
I can tell you that right now.
you ever seen the movie Hangover? Of course you have. I'm gonna make it so you're like Doug. You're gonna disappear.
I will be down there the 5th through the 12th. So
Well, I guess Bear's
pull that
out.
up. Yeah. Yes, I will be. I will be. So I will not be at that one, but I do plan on getting down to Talladega at some point here soon because I would like to do that. But if I can do it with work, it always makes it even better for me.
Yeah. Well,
But that'll be
let,
fun for you guys. I mean, Parrot's probably never been to a NASCAR
he
race.
has never been to a race.
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, he's done motocross. I thought he said he did Indy once, maybe. I can't remember.
I don't know if he did, but we were doing that like because one of the guys that works with us and down he's from Alabama, he's from Coleman, and he's been helping us out lately because his wife's our liaison with the group we work with. And he's like, yeah, dude, we're going. I was like, yeah, you work with us, then we're going from there. And he's like, raise hell, praise Dale, let's go. And then Ben comes in, drive fast, eat ass, let's go. We're like,
Yeah, that'll be if I were you guys, I would. I mean, for Parrot, I would just try and get tickets like anywhere close-ish in the grandstands because those are going to be cheap. But when you're on the track and they're doing 200 packed around you, I mean, there's no better feeling in the world. I mean, you obviously know that, but
yeah,
there's no
it's
better feeling
amazing.
in the world than that. So yeah, that'll be sweet. That'll be sweet. I mean, I'll be watching. Don't get me wrong. I'll definitely be watching.
I've only been to MIS in Bristol, so
Oh,
I
really?
mean I've been to Daytona several times, but not for a race.
Oh,
And so this will be I haven't seen, experience the 200 miles an hour consistently together, and I'm
yeah.
like I
And
gotta
that's
experience it.
and that's constant. I mean, Michigan, you get it right on a restart. It's about the only time you get it, and they spread out. Bristol is just constantly fucking loud. But Talladega, when you have 40 cars at the same time going 200 miles an hour, I mean, it's a different kind of loud. And then that's it.
Mhm.
Then you watch them around the track. But yeah, that'll be sweet. That'll be fun.
So we before we get into golf, let's kind of work this backwards a little bit. We got baseball. I just pulled baseball up. So a lot of things going on. The Dodgers just they played the Yankees this weekend. Two of the top two teams in baseball. And the Yankees still are on top of the Major League Baseball standings if
Yankees
you
took
look at
them
overall.
2 games out of three, or they 3 games out of four. Can't remember.
They
Four
took the
game.
Yankees actually lost two of three. They won the last one. Um,
I thought they won the first one, lost the second.
no,
And
they
then the
lost the
Dodgers
first two and won the third.
which was the 11 inning game where it was 0-0 until the 11th? Was that the second game?
I think it was the first game.
Okay. Because I remember that one. I don't remember the second game. And yeah, I watched the Sunday night game. It was actually a good game. I mean, they beat up, well, I shouldn't say they beat up Glass. Glass now dominated them. They just had, Peraza hit a homer barely off the foul pole on the
Yeah.
foul side of the foul pole and clipped it. Like, shouldn't have been a homer at all, but clipped it. And then who's that other mustached man? Looks like Nestor Cortez. I think he was playing short. Oh, damn it.
Volpe.
No, 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 no. It wasn't him then. It was he was batting like eighth. He's a lefty. He hit the 3-run homer off Glass now. Um Glasgow, excuse me. Shit. Fuck's his name?
Glaber.
No, no, no.
Grisham.
Grisham. Yes.
Trent
Yes.
Grisham. Yeah,
Yep. Yeah, Trent. Because he reminds me of Nestor Cortez the way he
he
looks.
does.
Like they have the same mustache. They look very similar. Yeah. And yeah, he's the one that ended up hitting the homer on him, a 3-run shot. Dodgers came back though, made it a game, but Yankees had too much firepower. But I think Glass now struck out 13 or 12 or 13 or some shit still too.
Mhm. Well,
So
the Yankees, I mean, they're looking good. I mean, they're hitting like crazy, all of them. And they got to keep it up. And they got him basically a 1 year rental to see what he does in free agency. So we're gonna see.
I
Um,
mean, he's playing well. He's playing well right now.
yeah, we'll see if he stays in New York, and he should. In New York, he could go to the Mets, but let's hope he stays with the Yankees. I mean, he's batting 318, leading the team. Judge is actually up to 305, and
Mm-hmm.
he's hot right now. 24 home runs, 59 RBIs. I mean, and
Yeah.
we're in beginning of June.
Yes, we are. He had a rip to the wall and should have been caught, but went off the dude's glove. I'd love to know who the official score at Yankee Stadium is because he's a motherfucking homer. There was at least 3 errors that they gave hits to the Dodgers on Sunday night, and I'm like, come on. I mean, the judge one while it was at the wall, like the ball was in his glove, and then he hit the wall, and it popped out. In my mind, that's an error. If it's in your glove and you hit the wall, like he didn't run into the wall and it like hit his glove. It was in his glove. He hit the wall and it popped out. Like that's an error. There was another one where it was kind of a hard hit ball, but the dude had it in his glove. Or Mookie, it was Mookie had it in his glove, and he went to go turn and throw, and it came out. And I'm like, that's a fucking error. And they gave him a hit. I'm like, how is this a hit? It's not a hit. It's a fucking error.
Well, it's okay. Uh,
It's not okay when you have Glass now as your starting pitcher for fantasy baseball. Luckily, I won by 3 points in a tight game, but there was at least two errors at least that should have been called. So whoever the official score is for the Yankees, you can suck a dick.
well, the Yankees do have 98 home runs. Stanton's cooled off. I mean, he's batting,
Yeah.
not even his weight yet, 224.
But that's what Stanton does, though. That's all he'll give you the rest of his career. You might get 30 homers out of him. He'll bat 225. And
Strike out 200 times.
yeah, I mean, but that's where he's at in his career right now. Like, you just have to accept that. He should be batting sixth, in all honesty.
Yeah, because usually what they got Volpe and then Judge, or Judge is like third now. I mean, they move it around, not too much though, but we'll see. They're talking a lot about if Soto's going to get the money.
Right. Um, you could, I don't know. I mean, I guess you have to bet Giancarlo at 4, even though you shouldn't. But I mean, when you have Glaber, I like Torres. I think Torres can go. Torres could also bat. Torres could bat second. You could put Judge at fourth. There's a lot of different ways you could do that lineup. I mean, Aaron Boone's making it work. Don't get me wrong, he's making it work. Did you see also? I don't know if it was Saturday. I think Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember. He pulled Jim Leland.
Uh-uh.
He was arguing with the ump, and America the Beautiful came on, so he stopped, took his hat off, and then he went back to arguing with the ump. I want to say it might have been Sunday night. I can't remember.
He just kept going.
There's the famous clip that Jim Leland did that back in the late 90s, and it was absolutely hilarious.
Here, I'll tell you what they're batting right now, their lineup. Uh, so Stanton's batting fifth.
Eh,
It's Volpe, Soto, Judge, Verdugo, Stanton.
hmm, okay.
And Austin Wells hit a home run, 3-run home run.
Yeah, see, and if that's what they're going to get, that's good for them. They're getting homers from random nobodies. I mean, when Trevino, Wells, Grisham, you're getting homers from these guys. I mean, that's what will propel them going forward.
Yeah, at random, because Judge right now is 1 for 2. And so he's 1 for 2. He's batting 307 now. Soto's 0 for 1, one walk. He's batting 317, 426 on base. Judge is 437 on base. That's what you need. Those guys get on. Verdugo's 321 on base. And then Volpe's 337 on base. And Volpe's still a kid, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Volpe's I mean, I think he's their future leadoff hitter. I mean,
Yeah, he's only 23. He just turned 23 this year.
yeah.
And he is their leadoff. He has been. But
Well, I just
he's
when I say future, I'm sorry, I meant like ongoing, right? That's what I mean.
yeah.
He's the future.
Yeah, he's there. He'll probably, if he stays in pinstripes, he'll probably be the eventual captain of the Yankees. We'll see. I mean, it's going to take some time, but we got a ways to go.
Yeah,
Because
Judge is still young, so
I know I forget how young Judge actually. I mean, he's 32, so I mean he's 10 years. He's basically 9, 10 years older than
I
um.
mean, my guess, I mean, Judge doesn't have a lot of wear and tear on him either, so he'll play probably till he's 38 to 40. So you got Judge as captain for at least another 6 to 8 years, I think.
Yeah, oh yeah, the Yankees keep him around forever.
Should definitely should.
So we had that. Just a quick over into hockey.
Yeah, Florida's up 2-0. Edmonton more competitive last night, but hockey's a lot of home. I mean, Edmonton is going to be absolutely rocking these next 2 games. I would not be shocked if Edmonton absolutely blows Florida out in game 3 and it's a little closer in game 4. That's what I think is going to happen. Maybe Edmonton like 4-1 in game 3, and then maybe win a close one. I'd love to see this series go 7. So maybe they win a close one like 2-1, 3-2 in game 4. But I think Edmonton's going to take their 2 games at home. They're going to go back to Florida tied 2-2.
Yeah, no, it's going to be great. It's we got a lot going on in sports. Sports.
In sport.
That's what's happening. There's a ton going on. So, we're just enjoying it, sitting along for the ride. Celtics are up 2-0.
Porzingis hurt
Dominated,
again. Yeah.
dominated. And then Porzingis is hurt, but rare injury.
Yeah,
We don't know if he's out yet or not, but
I don't think he's playing the rest of this series. This was my concern. This is exactly what I said. He's going to come back too early and he's going to hurt his calf again. They say rear injury. It's the same fucking leg. He hurt his calf again. Just say it. Just come out and say it. If he tries to play and hurts himself more, then you're fucked for the rest. I mean, the rest of his contract. Um,
but if you get one title, but dude, he came out game 1
yeah,
just fucking on fire.
yeah. I mean, he was looking good in game 2 as well.
Yeah, he was.
But that's the problem, though, is that they lose that big presence inside. I think they're going to start getting beat up more. And who else are you going to have? Who are you going to have to rely on when Porzingis is gone? The guy who hasn't done fuck the first two games. Oh yeah, by the way, the star of the team, Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're going to need a Derek White and Jaylen Brown to step up big time, or you need Tatum to show the fuck up and be the superstar that he's getting paid to be. Be the man. This is his time to do it. If Porzingis is out, this is his time to do it. But again, you go to these home and home series, you know Dallas is going to come out hot, right? You got to weather the storm because they're going to come out fire in the first game in Dallas, no doubt. They'll go up 25-8, some shit, weather the storm, come back, make it a game. But yeah, as you were saying, game one, Celtics dominated. Game two, Dallas looked really good. They just kind of blew it down the stretch. So I think you're going to get those. I think the game two game is what you're going to get the rest of the series. Maybe Dallas blows out. Maybe Dallas has a blowout game three just because they're hyped up. Who knows? But I think you're going to see a lot more game twos as we go through the rest of the series.
It'll be interesting. We'll see if Porzingis plays, but not quite sure yet.
Yeah, I don't think he'll play game three. I got a gut feeling he's not going to play the rest of the series, but I don't think he'll be in game three. I bet the next time you'll see him is game five. Maybe he's scared to play in Dallas. Who knows?
Yeah, he might be. Not sure, but we'll see what happens. Drew Holiday had himself a game two, so just need them to keep winning, man.
You know who hasn't shown up yet?
Jason Tatum.
Even worse, Kyrie Irving.
Oh yeah,
He's
Tatum's done okay, but it didn't garbage time when it doesn't really matter.
yeah.
But Kyrie hasn't done shit.
Kyrie hasn't shown up at all. He's shown up less than Jason Tatum. So yeah, we'll see if he gets it going in Dallas. But he's got to do less talking and just more playing.
Yeah, he does. But can he do that?
We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
All right. Well, let's get into our other stuff.
Yeah, let's go into golf. Memorial last week, one of the great tournaments. Um, really was a cut down field, but there still was a cut because I think there was eight. I think it was a top 80, so we still had
Yep.
a cut. Real good tournament though. But you guessed it, Scotty Scheffler dominated, man. Does it again. And he had a triple bogey on Sunday and still ended up winning the damn triple bogey in that after he triply tied for the lead. Ended up winning by one over Colin Morikawa, but man, Scotty's just the man right now. He just can't be stopped. Hottest golfer on the planet. Wins at Jack's Place. First win post baby, so new dad. Scotty gets a win. He has already broken the PGA record for most money won in a season already.
Jesus.
On June 9th already. He has broken that, which he broke his record from last year. Now, obviously, money isn't the same as it was back in the day, but it's
What do you mean?
still money.
What do you mean
And
money's not the same as it was back in the day?
it's insane what he's doing right now, and the dude just can't be stopped. He's actually plus 300 going into the U.S. Open, which is the shortest odds for a major since I think 2006, maybe. Tiger was like plus 185 at the U.S. Open or PGA or something like that. I can't remember exactly what. But yeah, I mean, the odds normally for this are plus 800, plus 900. Scotty's plus 300 to win at Pinehurst. But to go into it, so last week, old Douglas had Jordan Spieth, who missed the cut, so he gets a 53. I had Colin Morikawa, who got me a 2. Gray and Parrott both had Xander Souffle, who got an 8. Jeremy had Victor Hovland, who was looking real good the first 2 rounds, kind of blew it the next 2. Ended up getting a 15 out of him. And Kode didn't make a pick. He got last place, Ricky Fowler. So he gets a 53. So updated standings. We have myself in the lead at 29.8. We have Gray just above Jeremy at 31.7. Jeremy 31.8. Parrott 33.3. Dub 46.4. And Kode 59.3. This week, the U.S. Open, one of my favorite tournaments at one of my favorite courses, Pinehurst. number 2 in Pinehurst, North Carolina, where Sean does not take care of the grounds there. Course going to play long, but the course really isn't going to play that long. 7,550 yards this week. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. The rough is going to be, oh, yeah, they don't have rough. There is no rough. It is all random grass. It's pine straw. It's everything. The fairways are going to be hard. The greens are going to be hard. The green has a whole bunch of runoff. Watch the tournament. There's no rough around the greens. These greens are technically upside down bowls. So turn a bowl, a salad bowl that you have at home, flip it upside down. That's what the green looks like at Pinehurst. I played this course. It is a tough, tough track, but it's a fun track. And it definitely helps if you are a good iron player and you're a good scrambler around the greens. Those are the two things that's going to get you. You have to be a good putter too. The greens are going to be lightning fast, but all these guys are pretty damn good putters. You have to be able to be creative with your shots around the green, because you could be putting from 20 yards off the green going up. You could run little bump and runs into the ridges. There's just so many different things and so many different ways you can play this course. But I highly suggest you watch this tournament. It's going to be fun. This will be one of the higher scoring, or I should say lower scoring US Open, however you want to look at it. You're not going to get the normal US Open 3 under, 4 under, 2 under. You're not going to get that here. This place is going to play 9, 10, 11 under, most likely. It's going to play easier. And these guys are just going to absolutely bomb this course, man. I'm telling you, you're going to see 400-yard drives. You're going to see a lot of this here, but it's all going to come down to the iron play and your putting and your short game around the greens and how creative you can be, which leads a lot of people open. But for me this week, I'm going to go with a guy who could have won the PGA, should have won the PGA maybe. I'm going to go with Bryson DeChambeau. He's playing well. He can be creative around the greens, but he just has the power on this course, and he can land his iron soft. Do you know what his stock 7-iron is playing this week?
Uh,
225 yards. His 7-iron. Bryson's 7-iron is playing 225 yards this week. He is going to rip this course to shreds. It'll all matter if he can chip and putt this week. Bryson should be a little closer up as a favorite. I think he's going off at 14-1, which I'm going to have money on Bryson this week for sure. But I mean, this is the thing at Pinehurst. There's not a lot of trouble. You can't get yourself really into trouble.
and that's usually what happens to him. So
Yeah,
he should be fine.
you have shots everywhere. I expect him to be super creative this week. And I really do expect him to win. I think Bryson can win this week at Pinehurst. But I think it's going to be a bomber's delight this week. And I really think that there's going to be a lot of guys up there that are posting low numbers. And it should be an exciting tournament.
Well, I'm gonna go with Brooks Koepka, as Dub would say. And I'm just gonna use the live guys, man. John Rahm pulled out, by the way. Not
Yeah,
gonna be in this.
I was gonna say that. Rom had a foot injury, and he said today even he had a flip flop on over a shoe, and he said that he may be okay. He's not sure yet, but he's trying to let it heal. Doesn't sound like it was going to heal in time. So yeah, Rom pulled out. So one of the favorites is not playing at Pinehurst this week.
Well, we'll see. Let's see if our boy Parrot picks him when he picks. So,
Yeah, and we just got it from Dub. Dub is going with Xander Schauffele this week. Good pick from him.
and Jeremy's going Bryson DeChampion as well.
All right. Bryson for Jeremy. I like it. That's 2 out of 3 weeks that we have the same guy. You know what? Let's pick for Cody this week. Let's pick for Cody this week. I say we pick a live guy for Cody this week. I almost want to pick just to be a dick because I'm sure he'll miss the cut anyways, but just for fun, let's go with Sergio this week. He
All right.
just snuck in. He got in off of an alternate. Not Rom, but right before. So he would have got in regardless. But let's go Sergio for Cody this week.
I like that.
Maybe we can make him a cut because, well, he ain't doing it.
No. He probably not. Sorry, Cody.
Unless he makes a pick. Maybe he might, but we'll see.
Well, let's while we're in the midst of this, let's switch over to NASCAR. The guy who just got his waiver
Yeah.
recently,
Cal-
is good for the playoffs. Got his third win of the year. Kyle
California
Larson.
kid. California kid wins in Sonoma, wins in wine country. Um, love the race, by the way. Did you get to watch any of it or no?
Uh,
Oh, great race. A lot of wrecking. Josh Berry just said, fuck it, going into turn one and just kept taking motherfuckers out. Didn't care. It was hilarious.
he's
Yeah,
like, this team doesn't exist at the end of the year. Fuck it.
Denny like downshifts on lap two and blows his car up. Gibbs gets in a row. Oh, yeah, Denny was out on like lap two, blew his car up, downshifting, I think, or upshifting, whichever. Um, Gibbs had a shitty day. Very interesting day at Sonoma. It was wild. But yeah, Larson ends up winning, man. And Hendrick looked good. Hendrick looked really good. Larson, Elliott was up there. Byron got clipped in one of the wrecks, but ended up still finishing like 14th or something. And Bowman, I think, was like 12th. So Hendrick had a good day there in Sonoma. Um, but for us last week, Dub had Harrison Burton, who got a 25. Me, you, and Parrot all had the dinger. Got a 6, AJ Allmendinger.
Oh, dinger.
Jeremy took Ty Gibbs and got a 37. Exactly what Gray needed. Gave him a lot of breathing room there. Rough one for Jeremy. He did not need that. And Cody didn't pick, but three of the guys who finished behind Cam Waters already he picked. So he gets Cam Waters, who gets a 35. So your updated standings, Gray at 8.4, Jeremy 12.1, myself 12.5, Dub 15.8, Cody 17.4, Parrot 18.2. Cody is still beating Parrot.
So do we had 17 races now?
Yes, this will be 18th and over the halfway point at a track that NASCAR Cup has never raced at. Iowa
It-
Speedway, the Iowa Corn 350, powered by ethanol. Sunday night race too, 7 o'clock race, but it's a 0.875 mile track, something different. Bought by NASCAR. I think it was bought by NASCAR about 10 years ago because the original owners went bankrupt. There have been Indy races here. Xfinity has raced here. Trucks have raced here, but Cup has never raced here. So we're getting Xfinity and a Cup race this week. So first time ever at the Iowa Corn 350. So later,
So is it just a small? What is it?
yeah, just an oval, just a 0.875 oval. So you're looking, less than a mile. So in between Bristol and Richmond, more or less, like that. But yeah, oval, small banking, 10-degree banking. So it's not banked as Bristol, be a little bit lower. So it probably won't be as easy to pass, is my assumption. Um, and honestly, guys that we've already picked, which I can say who have won in Xfinity here, do very well. Christopher, I wish I had Christopher Bell still. Bell has won here in Xfinity. He finished second and finished like fourth here in Xfinity. Reddick has finished like second, third, and fifth here in Xfinity. These guys just roll this fucking track. So I mean, we can't pick them, but I'd be on the lookout for Reddick and Bell this week, for sure, for sure.
Yep. Um, so in the last 8 races, I've averaging 4.875. Shoe's got to drop sometime, right?
Mm,
Like I'm at an 8.4 for the year, almost halfway through the season. That's scary.
yeah, it's possible. Where are you going this week?
So I pretty much burned through everybody that, I would want to take on this track. So I'm going to take a guy that I think could do well here, and young cat, race here in Xfinity. Give me Ty Gibbs.
Okay. I like it. We going Gibbs this week for Gray. Has Jeremy picked this week? He is technically second.
Mm, yes, he has. Hold on. I can get that for you. He is taking Alex Bowman.
The showman for Jeremy. I'm going also with a young guy who has raced here in Xfinity as well.
Gregson, yeah.
A guy who's raced decent. I'm gonna go Noah Gragson. He's got a top 5 here in Xfinity, his rookie season. So maybe he can do something. I think he'll be I think he's the top guy coming out of Stuart Haas, honestly, for talent that people are going to want. So he's still going to be racing to show these teams, hey, pick me up as a charter. I want to be on your team. So Gragson for me this week. Hopefully he gets me a I can go top 10 this week if he can get me that. Parrot, he'll get a pick in. Who are we gonna go for Kode? Someone scream Iowa.
Who likes corn?
What's a corny pick for Kode?
Let's see. Corny pick for Kode.
You know what? We just talked about him. Josh Berry. Josh
That's
Berry reminds me of corn. He'd be corny.
all
So
right.
we go Josh Barrett for Kode. Parrott will get his pick in. We know that. But we are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 races away from the playoffs, by the way. Nine races left in the regular. I'm sorry, 10 with Iowa this week. 10 races left in the regular season for NASCAR.
Dub just said champions.
Yeah, it is Dub.
What?
He thinks that they're champions, but they're not champions. Well,
Who?
Xander actually is a champion. Ryan Preece is not a champion. Who, by the way, that is Dub. That's who Dub took. Ryan Preece. He's been racing well though.
Dub. The We'll see what happens. We got Clash at the Castle. I know that's going on this weekend, but
Yeah.
UFC, we didn't think UFC happened before we've recorded since, right?
No, yes, we did miss UFC last week. That was
And we didn't cover 302, did we? I know we made our, calls, but I think that's the last time we recorded.
correct. Yeah, we did not. In 302, Poirier, to go back a couple weeks, Poirier put it on. Makachev, he really did look good, but ended up getting beat in the 4th round. By was it Anaconda rear naked choke, something like that. I can't remember exactly. But dude, Dustin, he beat the shit out of him. And Islam's face was all fucked up. He gave somebody out there, he gave the blueprint on how to beat Islam. And Poirier definitely could have done it. He bloodied him up, he got him hurt, he made him feel uncomfortable. And that's going to be the way to do it and beat Islam. So I wouldn't be surprised if it comes up, but also, how they run, right? Islam's going to see that and he's just going to get better as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll definitely be coming. But that was a great fight. It was a very good fight, and they both respected each other at the end. In the ring and also afterwards, they shook hands and hugged backstage and all that. And Dustin did with Habib as well. So all good there, all respect. But I think they knew DP was close to beating up Islam. I really do.
Yep.
Really do. And last week was who the hell was the main event last week? I watched it too, and I'm blanking on it. Oh, damn it. Let me go back and look. Oh, yeah, Cannoneer and Imanov. That's right. In Louisville. And Imanov ended up winning in round 4 by a very controversial fashion. I mean, Cannoneer was wobbly, but he definitely wasn't hurt, and he was still in it. And the ref called it off, which was a little disappointing because I think he was up on the scorecard 2-1 going into round 4. So he had a shot there, and he did get clipped, but he didn't go down. And it was a early stoppage in my opinion. But yeah, Imanov ended up beating Cannoneer. Dominic Reyes knocked out Dustin Jacoby. Didn't really see that one coming. Real Rosas ended up winning by submission. Bruno Ferreira ended up knocking out Dustin Stolzfus. There were quite a few knockouts, quite a few good fights. in Louisville. But this week, we are back in the Apex, pal. UFC Fight Night. Two guys I've never heard of before. I don't remember where the fuck we were either. I guess I'll be a nice guy and take the right.
So the next one's UFC Fight Night, eh?
UFC
Saturday,
Fight
June 15th.
in the Apex.
All right, so you got right.
No, I'd be the nice guy and take the right.
I think that's the right thing. I think that's actually right.
Does
All
it?
right, so featherweight bout minus 175 on the scorecard from Brazil, Malquazel Costa.
And the underdog plus 145 from China, Shaylian Noordanbike.
In a women's strawweight bout from Sweden, Josephine, I will not nut, son.
And from Brazil, Julia Polastri. She doesn't sound very Brazilian.
In a featherweight bout, minus 345 favorite from Indonesia, Jeka Saragi.
He's got to be only fighter from Indonesia.
I think so.
And the plus 275 dog from the United States, Weston Wilson.
That's an awesome name.
He's going to get his ass whooped. I can just see it in his face.
Yep. What's your name, sir? Weston Wilson. Women's flyweight bout from the United States, Carly Judice.
And from Brazil, Gabriela Fernandez.
From the United States, welterweight bout minus 120, Josh Quinlan. What? Did you hit it again?
Oh, no. Plus 120 from the United States, Adam. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Bug it.
Fuck it.
Flyweight bout plus 350 from the United States, Jimmy Flick.
And the minus 455 favorite from the United States, Nate Manass. Manass.
In a flyweight bout, main event of the prelims, minus 230 favorite from Mother Russia, Tajir Ulanbekov.
And the plus 190 underdog from the United States, Joshua. I don't live in a van down by the river.
Awesome. Bantamweight bout, no odds yet from the United States, Brady Highstand.
And from the United States, also Garrett Armfield.
In a flyweight bout, no odds here either. From Kazakhstan, Asul Amabayev.
That was good. From the United States, Jose Johnson.
That was also good.
Thank you.
In a bantamweight bout, plus 102 from Brazil, Douglas Silva de Andrade.
And the minus 122 slight favorite from the United States, Miles Johns.
He's got two first names. In a featherweight bout, minus 205 from the United States, Timmy Kwamba.
And the plus 170 dog from Brazil, Lucas Almeida.
Lucas Oil Stadium, Almeida. And scrolling up more, in a middleweight bout, no odds on this one either, from Mother Russia, Ikram Alskarov.
And from Brazil, Antonio Tricoli. I don't have E. coli.
And in your main event of the evening, plus 154 Dow from the United States, number 5 flyweight, Alex Perez.
And your favorite, the number 13th flyweight, minus 185 favorite from Japan, Tatsuro Tiara. Number 13th seed, the favorite over the 5 seed. Very
Tatsuro. Yeah, I know. That happens sometimes, we've seen.
Yes, Tatsuro-san.
Tatsuro-san. So, UFC looking pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just going to the main card. I know Miles Johns and Lucas Almeida. That is it. I don't think I've seen any of these other guys fight, nor have I heard of them.
I think you're right. Yeah, we're gonna find out. Tatsuro Taira.
Yeah.
I mean, I know who Alex Perez is.
I don't think I've seen him fight. I mean,
All
it doesn't
right.
start till 10 o'clock, so I might watch some of them.
Yeah. Now we've got old wrestling in
Oh,
a Clash at the Castle Saturday at 4 o'clock. I will be in Cleveland, so I will not see this. Singles match for the World Heavyweight Championship. The Judgment Day, Dirty Dominic, Dirty Dom, who's just having the time of his life. This dude.
yeah, he's just fallen into greatness, isn't he? He's just
Oh my
fallen into
God. Rhea gets hurt, and it's like, oh, Liv's going to just fall right on top of you here in Toledo. I'm like,
it.
dude, fuck this guy. And his wife's a smoke show, too. Like,
Mm, such a
just
shame.
such a shame, bastard. Dirty Dom, Finn Balor, and JD McDonough are banned from ringside. So you get Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, I'm
Dub's taking Damian.
yeah, Dub's going no title changes. Damien for Dub. So I am going with Drew here, right? It's in his place, but it's gonna be by DQ. He's not gonna get the title. Drew's gonna win, but he ain't getting the title. So I'm going with McIntyre and home. I get the Judgment Day's ban. They'll find a way to come in and fuck it all up. But I think Dirty Dom gets caught. And yeah, it'll be a DQ. McIntyre wins, but doesn't get the belt.
I've got Liv Morgan by panty stroke.
Is Perry going left, right? What's he doing?
Choke. I don't know what Parrot's doing at all. So we're gonna find out. He's probably gonna actually take it serious. Um, I don't think that's a bad thought. I didn't think of it that way. I think I'm gonna still go Damien for now.
Well, I think there's only two things that are going to happen. Damien's going to win because the Judgment Day comes in and they don't see them. So there'll be interference, no doubt. But it'll be do they get caught or do they not get caught? That's
Or
how.
does CM Punk come play a part in this too?
Yeah, it's possible. Very possible. Fuck with Drew a little bit. Very possible.
Yeah, because we haven't seen Punk in a little bit.
That's right.
Peapod, I'll get his picks.
Jeremy too.
But I got Jeremy,
Okay.
Damian, Priest.
All right. All right. Bailey versus Piper Niven.
Niven. Piper, Niven.
With
Uh,
Chelsea Green.
Chelsea, Green. Bailey for Jeremy.
Cody won't pick, but we know he'd go Bailey, so we'll just give him
We'll
Bailey.
just give him Bailey. Uh, I'm also gonna go Bailey.
Yeah, me too. Obviously, Piper is from that area, so they want to give her the shot, but Piper ain't winning this match. Bailey for dub as well. We have in the third match, Sami Zayn, your intercontinental champion, versus Chad Gable with Otis, Akira Tozawa, and Maxine Dupree. Obviously, Dub is going Sammy, no title change. I'm also going Sammy because Otis is going to fuck Gable over and they will start feuding. It's right on the doorstep.
It is on the doorstep, and I agree with you. So give me Sami Zayn.
And Jeremy,
He said Chad Gable better win.
really?
That's his pick.
Okay, wow. Interesting. Don't know why he say he better win. That's strange, but all right. Your obviously will be your main event, but the fourth one on the card for us, an I Quit match for the undisputed WWE Championship. Your champion Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. And what I loved the old retirement angle never gets old. Never gets old. God, I love it. Love a good retirement fake angle.
Fantastic. That was
Um,
good shit, pal.
that's great shit. I'm assuming Jeremy's going with Cody.
Yeah, it's a great,
And
great
and
assumption. Cody Rhodes for me.
yeah, I'm going Cody as well. He ain't gonna lose that belt for a while. Dub's going Cody. No title change. And a triple threat tag team match for the women's WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. We have Bianca and Jade Cargill versus Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, and oh wait, what? That doesn't even make sense. Wikipedia
versus
fucked up. It
what?
says versus.
That's right. Versus Alba Fire and Isla Dawn versus
Oh
Shayna
yes, yes.
Baszler and Zoe Stark.
Sorry, I read that the wrong way. I read it as triple threat tag team, which didn't make sense. Okay, yeah, sorry. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill are champs versus Alba Fire and Isla Dawn versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. Dub is going with BJ. That's Bianca and Jade. I'm also going with BJ. That's Bianca and Jade
I'd also like BJ,
from Bianca and Jade. And Jeremy.
Bianca and Jade.
Oh, we all like BJs. All right. That is your Clash at the Castle, which I also will not watch because I'll be at a wedding.
This weekend there's a wedding.
Renee's friend.
Always a blast. You're keeping the stash, right?
Yeah, I just shaved.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we'll be there that long. I have to golf at 7:30 in the morning on Sunday, so
That sounds terrible.
going to bed early. Yeah,
I'll get home at
Father's
about
Day.
7 in the morning on Sunday.
Yeah. Yep, taking dad out and my uncles to go golf at Toledo on Sunday morning, which works out actually because it's supposed to be like 1,000 degrees on Sunday. So actually getting out early will be nice.
It will be good. I'm trying to think. Golf. It's gonna be a good day to golf. That early, especially.
Yeah, if you're getting back, and you might as well stay up and just golf, especially early because they're
All
gonna
right.
be hot.
We do have Peapod's picks.
All right, Papad.
Papad down the line. Damien,
Okay.
Bailey,
Mm-hmm.
Chad Gable,
Mm.
Cody Rhodes,
Surprised you didn't go with Styles there.
BJ.
All right.
Updated standings, by the way. Gray 57, Jeremy 56, Bear 52, Peapod 51, Jake 42, Dub 36, Cody 28. And let's see, can Jeremy catch me? Yes, if
Yep.
Chad Gable
Yep.
wins, we are
Jeremy has
tied.
a chance to tie or to be down by 2.
I hope he's down by 2.
Me too, because we have all the same picks.
That's how it should be, Bear. The yeah, we've got 20 episodes until episode 600.
Mm.
So we got basically 10 weeks if we run 2 episodes a week, which we never know what the hell's going to happen. This week's probably only going to be a one and done type of thing. Bears on the road. I am still exhausted from my trip. And let's see if we do 2 next week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looking at the week of August 20th
Sounds good to me.
would be on episode 600. You know, I thought about this. I think I got an idea for episode 600.
Okay.
I think that's finally the time. We'll have to do something, get together, play poker, do something fun. Maybe record a show during the same time. See if we can actually play poker while we record a show. But secondly,
what we should do, because the 18th is my birthday and I'll be at Michigan. We should just do the podcast at Michigan while the cars are going around. So about every 40 seconds, no one can hear what we say.
well, that's a damn golf outing I'm in.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So, but episode 600. So if we do it that following week, the weekend of the 24th, right? We can do poker, whatever, what have you. But we got to do the Taco Bell soft taco eating contest.
Oh yeah, we have not done that yet.
And my thought was we should do how many tacos we can eat in 5 minutes. Because I don't think we want to get sick trying to eat as many as we can in 10 minutes.
Probably a good idea.
but my goal is I'm shooting for 10. I'm
Ooh,
gonna try
10.
to eat 10 in
All
five
right.
minutes.
Yeah. What about Cheez It? What about Cheez It Crunch Wraps? How many of those would you eat in 10 minutes?
Probably two. Um, Speaking of 10 minutes, Joey Chestnut,
Oh,
you sent me that banned
mm,
the
can't,
Nathan's hot dog eating
can't believe
contest.
it. All because he signed a sponsorship deal with Impossible Meats, which who cares? He's got to make money. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous for the draw to get banned. Do they realize that no one's gonna fucking watch it? No one gives a fuck. If
No,
Chestnut ain't in it, nobody cares. Who wants to watch someone eat 38 hot dogs when you can watch someone eat fucking 75 hot dogs?
yeah, you done just fucked up.
Yeah, not great. Not very smart for old Nathan's. And it's not that he's eating impossible hot dogs. The motherfucker is literally just he just got sponsored. That's all. So I don't know. Pretty dumb, I think, by Nathan's. Pretty dumb.
How long does it last?
What, 12 minutes, I think, right?
No, the
Oh,
it's
the
10
ban?
minutes. No, the ban, yes.
Oh, I mean, I think they won't let him in, honestly.
And they're not going to get Kobayashi. You retired.
Yeah, he's also retired. Yeah. So you have no Kobayashi, you have no Chestnut, you have none of the biggest stars in the last couple of years. Um, and Nathan's will get some of the lowest ratings ever. Simple as that.
I still don't get it. Why would they ban him for just getting another sponsor?
Right. I mean, if you want him so bad, why don't you put up the $1 million to sponsor him then? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Or just say, hey, Joey, we get you're sponsored by Impossible Meats that you just can't wear their stuff. I think that would make sense.
Make make it simple. But
But
that's too easy to do, Bear.
you know, some people don't have brains like we do. And I'm not saying my brain's great, but I know that I know that pretty much 90% of the eyes watching Nathan's are to watch Joey Chestnut win. So I think I'd want my guy there because now we just got a
That's
whole
all
bunch
I
of
did.
people.
That's the only reason I
Yeah.
watched it.
Now we just have a whole bunch of people on July 4th that don't give a fuck. I don't care. I won't watch it now. I can give two fucks now.
I ain't watching.
Nope. I will ban Nathan. I'm actually gonna ban myself from eating Nathan's hot dogs, which I think I might have had maybe one in my life.
Same.
No more now. No more. What
What
else has
else?
happened?
Yeah,
Oh,
what else happened?
Rory McIlroy is getting back with his wife. No divorce, calling it off. Yeah,
What?
yeah. I saw an article today that they reconciled their differences and their issues, so they're getting back together. So no divorce in the Rory McIlroy world. What else has happened? Paul Skeens looking like the real deal. I don't know if you've seen him pitch. Looking
Nope.
really good, really good. Um,
UFL championships this weekend.
UFL championships this weekend. I will not watch. I don't even know who's in it. Do you know who's in it?
Birmingham and San Antonio.
I'm gonna go San Antonio.
Yeah, got to go with the Brahmas. Dwayne's team.
Isn't that who Wade is coaching?
I don't
Wade
know.
Phillips?
That
I thought
marshmallow,
that
the marshmallow with a headset.
our Marshmallow Buddy. I don't think we talked. I don't remember if we did or not, but Justin Jefferson got the monster wide receiver contract. I can't remember if we talked about that or not last time we were on.
Big contract.
Flipped the market pretty much.
Hey, remember Adrian Martinez? He's the MVP of UFL.
The one who played in Nebraska.
Hmm.
That is awesome.
Yeah, he's the Birmingham Stallions quarterback and the MVP
Huh, that is awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna root for him then. That's hilarious. Who's the coach?
of Birmingham.
Yes.
Hold on, I will
And
tell
San
you. And
Antonio.
what?
And San Antonio.
I will tell you right now. So the Birmingham head coach is Skip Holtz.
Okay. Lou's son.
Zach Potter's the general manager. Chris Benoit is special team. Looks like
Oh,
Benoit.
Jesus.
Parrot, the one person you just shouldn't have picked. And then the San Antonio Brahmas. Let's get to their coaching staff. Head coach Wade Phillips.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. I'll root for old Wade and win a championship. Couldn't do it in Dallas, so hopefully he can do it with San Antonio.
San Antonio. And
San Oh,
I don't even know who their I gotta see their stats to see who their like starters are. Individual stats. Let's see. They have basically two quarterbacks. I don't know who's quarterback now. Chase Garbers or Quentin Dormady.
hmm.
Hmm, I don't know. So, because let's see what the standings were this year. The Battle Hawks were 7-2. Birmingham's 9-1.
Okay.
9-1. Who the
San
hell
Antonio,
did they lose to?
what was San Antonio's record, you said?
7-3.
Okay.
Arlington was 3-7 this year.
Not good.
Nope. So Birmingham Stallions, who did they lose to and when? Let's see. They won 20-19. Oh, their one loss, San
San
Antonio.
Antonio. Nice. I
Week
was
9,
hoping
they
that.
lost 18-9.
Okay. So it should be a good championship game.
Revenge is a dish best served cold. So they've won start off they won 27-14, 20-13, 33-14, 20-18 close game, 32-9, 39-21, then 30-26, 35-28, lost 18-9, won 20-19 against Michigan. Beat Michigan in the conference championship 31-18. Now they play the Brahmas at the St. Louis Dome at America Center, which I have done many a concerts there.
Yeah, sounds like they've played a lot of close games, so I'm feeling good in my San Antonio pick.
Yeah,
Feeling very good.
I'm
6,
just over here counting money.
14, 88, 42, 68, 42. Sorry, guys. He's counting 20s out, and I'm trying to fuck with him big time.
I just got to make sure I counted them right.
4, 2, 8, 1, 3, 2, 1, 8. Yeah, I got him. Oh, it was sticky. That was a sticky one. 4, 6. Oh, God. Thank God people aren't tuning into this. That was scary face.
Did you ever, did I ever show you? Oh my God. We'll have to do that for an episode too. Did I ever show you Bad Man?
Um, I want to, it sounds familiar. I don't
Who's
remember.
that? Oh, oh God. Now I'm kind of like pepped up to do a second episode just because I want to show you this shit.
I don't remember if you have or not. I feel like you have, but it's not ringing a bell. If you did, it would have been a while ago.
Where it's Bad Man or Batman, but he's like an idiot. It's hysterical. Um, but we might have to watch that at some point. Um, I don't know
Yeah,
if it's today.
I say we do it next week. That'll be a good next week episode.
Yeah, probably next week. We got that. We've still got to do our homage to our buddy. We got to watch that too. The 24/7. What
Oh
did he
yeah.
say? 24/7, 7-Eleven, I-70,
I liked
our
our
truth.
truth yesterday. Yeah, man, we're taming up against LOD.
Is that what he said?
So, yeah. Mrs. like, what? And it was like some card reader who told him, like, oh, it's a death card. And he's like, oh man, we're gonna die. Mrs. just like, what are you talking about? It
We're
was
gonna
so
die.
it was so good. So good.
He's comedy gold. Give me
Um,
all his merch.
yeah, yeah. Our truth is the man.
Our truth is a national treasure.
Gotta
Ron
love him.
Killings. Wasn't he K Quick?
K Quick. It's like that's how he came into the old WWE.
WWE, yeah, because
Probably back then, actually.
he's
WWF.
yeah, because he was K Quick, R Truth. Yeah, he's 52 now. Black don't crack.
No, no, it doesn't. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
R-Truth.
remember when he went by that R Ziggler. Oh my gosh. He was he headlined numerous pay-per-view events and won the NWA World Heavyweight Championship twice.
Hmm.
In TNA. After its release, and so he worked for WWE as K Quick from 98 to 2002, forming a team with Road Dogg Jesse James and winning the Hardcore Championship twice. Released in 2002, he joined Jeff Jarrett's new promotion, TNA, as Ron the Truth Killings. That's why he's our truth.
Mm-hmm. R-Trizzy.
And his name is Ronnie Killings. We have the same middle name, Aaron.
There you go.
Him and the
Something
Miz,
you know.
him and the Miz are a good pairing. I will say that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, people give so much shit to the Miz, but dude has held up a lot of good stuff in wrestling. He probably will go down as one of the most underrated champions ever, honestly,
Ever.
for what he's
Like what he's contributed to that business, just and he's remained relevant
right.
for years.
Yeah, I mean,
Because remember,
big champion.
what did he main event? WrestleMania 27?
Yeah,
Jesus.
insane,
Just think
insane.
about that. 27, okay, which he headlined, is we're as far away now as they were to WrestleMania 14 when Austin won against Michaels.
Isn't that gross?
To
God,
think about it that way.
hate to hear that.
I know. It's just like, what the fuck?
I hate to
Just
hear
can't
that.
even believe that. It makes you sick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm old as fuck. What?
Yep. It's like, damn. And that's actually what I'm watching the Raws right now on the road to WrestleMania 14. Shit's crazy.
Raw
I have
is
Terry Funk as Chainsaw Charlie doing moonsaults on chairs on Road Dogg.
God. Chainsaw Charlie. But I think that's it for us this week. We'll be back next week before I head down to Alabama, sir.
Alabama.
Alabama, which I'll leave next week. Just trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'm going to fly or if I'm going to drive. I haven't decided yet. I might drive down
You
and fly
could
back.
you could run a walk like Forrest Gump.
No, no, sir, Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan, ice cream.
Ice cream, Lieutenant Diane, ice
Uh,
cream.
Hey, Lieutenant Dan, you got some ice cream back there? Oh, shit. All right. So that's it for us. Thanks to Wes Anderson, All Wear Clothing, Kranos Quality Landscaping, Connell Dating Transformation.com, Paper Denim Art, Grey Key Merch, and Sparty Steve. And as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
And just when you thought we forgot, our shout out to Bird Dog. Hopefully you listened to the whole thing, bud.
Bird dog!